Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Board No Game video. Today's video is dedicated to a spending guide, so if you are deciding to become a guppy, dolphin, or a whale in this game, I'm going to help you out right now. By the way, financial responsibility #1. Alright, let's jump right into it. Shop. Right here, monthly card. What are you going to get? The Phoenix SVIP privilege. You can stop right here if you're a guppy. We're going to have two more options if you're like a mega guppy, you know what I mean? You want to spend more. But this is by far one of the best packages I've ever seen in a gacha game. Let's talk about it. 10 summon tickets instantly, 5 summon tickets every week permanently. Nice. Unlock Anna's gift permanently. Nice. I like that. And quite far, the best feature I've ever seen, claim stamina 300. What does this mean? So for example, I have this much stamina because I'm X level, right? If I go over my stamina limit for the day, it will actually overflow into my Phoenix SVIP privilege so I can claim it later. Let's say I don't play for like a day or like, 18 hours or whatever. My extra stamina will actually flow in here and then I can grab it once a week. Or I can grab it anytime throughout that 1 week and it'll reset the following week, right? This is a fantastic addition. Stamina is a hardcore gate for most gachas, and this helps you alleviate that and allows you to not feel the pressure of logging in while also not falling too far behind because you didn't grind certain things. This is such an amazing thing. Why don't all gachas have like a permanent VIP privilege that doesn't cause like a VIP system where it's like VIP 1, 2, 3? If I saw that in any gacha game, you don't play those. You really don't play those. Very, very aggressive and takes advantage of your mind. It's just not worth it. For the most part, this doesn't do that, and this is by far one of the best VIP privileges I've ever seen, and it's permanent. Alright, I'm not trying to sell you on it, I'm just saying that's really good value right there. Let's talk about the second most highly valued thing in the entire game, and that's going to be the Dreamweaver pack. If you don't see this, it takes 3 days to unlock this. I believe it's based off of either account age or server age. Regardless, this is the second most worth it thing in the entire game. It's worth hundreds of dollars. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it seriously goes to like 3,880 diamonds at the end of it. And I've only gone like halfway. I've beaten chapter 15 and all that jazz, right? It is so worth it. If you guys were wondering how is hitting like 20,000 diamonds or something, it's all because of this thing. This thing just kept funding me and giving me diamonds, gave me more incentive to play the game. And I can tell you, it makes it a lot more satisfying to have this pack available to you. It's not a bad buy, and it's the second best compared to the permanent privilege, but some could argue this is even better because it provides so many diamonds and gives you incentive to play the game. By the way, this is Anna's gift, and look at all the diamonds and all the goodies that you can get thanks to the SVIP. Alright, next thing, and this is probably the last thing that you should buy as a guppy, and that's going to be the $1 Phoebe pack. It might be in like, the best sellers, but for the most part, it's probably in packs right here. It was like the #1 thing. I have to say, it's really good. Phoebe's a great character. I'm not going to try to sell you on it. She's an AoE type. She lowers defense. She's really great and she revives. And she can even do an invincibility comp under the correct circumstances if you get her passive to trigger. Alright, next thing. And pretty much that's it for guppies, right? If you haven't seen my battle pass guide, I'll link it at the end of the video. But pretty much this is possibly one of the best things I've ever seen for any battle pass, like way ahead of most gacha games, because not only do you get one SSR character, you get a dupe of the SSR character, you get 4 SSR gears which also have dupes on it, you get 30 summons from this thing, these fans give you another SSR character of your choice, and then you get 5,000 diamonds on top of it. Yeah, this thing's hella worth it. It was like $8.99 if you buy this one, and then it goes $18.99. And then there was a glitch that happened that doubled everything. Anyways, let's jump into the next thing, and that's going to be the Phoenix card, right? The Phoenix monthly card is $5. It's easily worth 3,000 diamonds because, 100 diamonds over 30-day period. That's 3,000 diamonds. It's just one multi. But for the most part, it's pretty great value for $5. The next thing that you can technically get, we're going to jump right here into the regular supplies, right? And that's going to be the weekly and monthly pack. So for $6, you can get an SSR guaranteed. These 20 shards right here, and then this 10 SSR shards. After you collect 60 of them, you will get an SSR character. So you collect 4 of these $1 packs, and then you collect one of these monthly packs and you got yourself a $6 SSR. Personally, I don't like buying them just because I feel like I'm being nickeled and dimed. Even though I know it's insane value, I just don't like it. But I have to tell everyone, this is probably one of the most valuable things that I can see in the game, especially if you're trying to do like the Dream Start this thing, Fantasy Treasures, Dream Start. You know, if you buy one thing, then it'll unlock it. You can see here I purchased like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things, right? In my time playing the game. So that's what that's for if you're curious. Anyways, let's go back in the shop and let's talk about the limited time shop. And this is by far going to make your brain feel like you are getting insane value. But it's sort of a trap in some ways, but let's talk about it. A 5 select ticket is worth 2,000 diamonds. What is 2,000 diamonds in the normal shop? 2,000 diamonds is technically 20 bucks, right? With the BOGO. Technically, it's 40 bucks. But at the same time, I don't think you probably shouldn't be there if you're planning on spending on the limited, banners, right? So you should probably be here because these $5 is technically quoted at 2,500 diamonds, right? Because you get 5 select tickets and then 500 diamonds on top of that. So I highly recommend doing this. This is how I stacked all of my Kasumi summons. I just bought all of these and then I bought the $15 pack and then I had all those summons, you saw I had like 60 ready to go as soon as Kasumi dropped, because I kept buying these and one by one I was like, yep, I like this $5 worth of stuff. And I have to say, you have to be careful with this because not everything is good, and it's also kind of messy with your head. By that I mean, because the limited shop is so good, just note that this limited summon banners are kind of traps because they are double the diamonds. And of course, if you got normal tickets, you would be able to do double the summons in areas like this, alright? Because you get an extra percent. You also have less odds of pulling a character that you don't want and everything. But for the most part, I have to say, you have to stay away from there's a point where as a free-to-play, you don't pull on these because it's double the diamonds and you need dust in order to, upgrade your dupes and everything. And these will be your best resources for dust, which is standard banners. Just don't rely on the limited banners for dust is all I'm trying to say. Get 1 copy, get 2 copies, get all your copies that you need, but after that, just jump out. All right, so let's talk about the next thing. Now that we've talked about the limited time shop, I don't think I'm gonna try and go in there too much unless there's a really insane character. It's kind of predatory to your brain because you feel like you're getting more value, but that's a weird gotcha tactic that companies like to do. And I just want to show awareness of that because I don't want people to be like, I'm gonna buy all these things and save for the limited time banner, when in actuality, you're technically kind of kicking yourself in some ways because the limited banners don't give you enough dust to upgrade your characters, alright? Let's talk about other things, the regular supplies. The monthly pack that I think that is also really worth it is the Crystal 8 pack. I bought one of these and some of you are like, oh, those are crystals. Why are you having a hard time getting those? Because witch operations is not really hard. It's just something that I don't like to do every single day, alright? By that, I mean, you can technically cheese this with diamond and flipping tanks back into your hand left and right. I'm well above the 79,800, but you're not supposed to kill Yuffie. You're supposed to put tanks out there. And my leader hunter crew, I don't have any tanks. I literally have any, and then everyone's too squishy in my team because I run leader comp. So I don't feel comfortable even doing this. Of course, if you're better off and you have more SSR tanks, then you're probably killing this area. But I'm just not because I don't raise tanks. Alright, that's why I'm getting the Crystal 8 pack. That's a personal thing, you don't have to get it, but these resources will definitely hinder you from progressing in arena when leaders are way stronger than you and everyone's generating more resources from their Miscipula, alright? So the next thing that we gotta talk about is of course the gold 8 pack on the daily pack. I've been actually getting these just because of the fact that I upgrade weapons, I don't have enough gold, and I'm upgrading characters and I don't have enough gold. Gold is a huge issue for me. So I come here and I get my dosage of gold once in a while. I've only bought it once, but it is nice to have it there. And I don't like, going too ham, refilling with my diamonds and stuff. It's not a nice feeling. So, sometimes I just crack and I get this one. But this is rolling into the stages of whaling. So once you're starting to feel the burn on resources, then I highly recommend holding yourself back because that's where you're starting to flow into whale territory where you're trying to, buy crystals and gold and all that stuff. It's no longer about the summons. It's about like min-maxing like your character resources, and that's where like the game turns into something else, because it's not even about summoning anymore. It's about being number one. That's why you spend money in gachas. I'm just kidding. Anyways, if you have any questions for, you know, spending in this game, feel free to drop it down below. You know, is this worth it? Is X worth it? For the most part, you know, be careful with the limited time shop. I think that other things that are technically worth it is like the $50 Phoebe pack. And of course, if you want to get a guaranteed Kasumi, that's technically good because it's really hard to get her if you don't get her. Just note that you don't have to go too crazy on the limited banner because Kasumi is flowing into the regular banner soon enough. So if you don't get her now, you'll eventually get her. You know, maybe that 5 summon ticket will grant you a random Kasumi one day out of the week because it is permanent. Anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to post it down below. I'll make more guides, all that stuff. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, enter the giveaway, and I will see you in the next one.